We use digital media almost every minute of the day, between our computers, our cell phones, and even you watching at home. There's very little time we spend unplugged. Maxwell Roth talks to UNI students about how they ration their media use.
This week in UNI-TV Sports, I sit down with Athletic Director Troy Dannon to discuss athletic department improvements, non-conference scheduling, conference realignments, and the goals for UNI athletics going forward. Also, Eric Benson and I provide coverage from the CollegeInsider.com tournament as the men's basketball team faced off against Big Sky Conference champ Weber State. All that and more on UNI-TV, which starts right now.
Barry Sanders has been announced to be the cover athlete for EA Sports Madden 25. Sanders beat out Adrian Peterson of the Minnesota Vikings to have the honor of gracing the cover of the award-winning video game. This comes as quite the shock considering the astounding MVP season Peterson just finished having. UNI-TV's Maxwell Roth has more on the recent news. The Los Angeles Lakers have found themselves down 2-0 in their first-round series with the San Antonio Spurs following a 102-91 loss on Wednesday. With the players on their roster dropping like flies the last few weeks, many fans feel a series victory is impossible. Is there any way the Lakers can pull off an upset? UNI-TV's Colbert has more.
The 2013 NASCAR Sprint Cup season is just taking the green flag as 6 races are completed on the grueling 36-race schedule. So far, the season has been filled with drama and featured many different storylines, including the new Generation 6 car. UNI-TV's Colbert and Jimmy Gumbel recently sat down to talk about Jimmy Johnson's early season success and the resurrection of Dale Earnhardt Jr. With the weather finally making a turn for the better here in central Iowa, many farmers are preparing to get into the fields to begin their planting season. Ryan Bell of Bell Grain Farms in Newton is one of the many farmers that's ready for the winter to end so he can get to work. Ryan recently sat down with UNI-TV's Hank Lowry to talk about the work that goes into preparing the farm equipment for the upcoming planting season.
That's right, Kyle. In 2010, the first emergency evacuation chairs were installed in the Health Center building, which also houses disability services. Since then, 36 more EvacuTracks have been purchased. That's right, Kyle. College Hill is seeing a few new businesses open this week, including the Social House. The owner and general manager have both worked in the space when it was still the smoking section of Beck's, but now you wouldn't recognize it. On Monday, the teenager charged in the sexual assaults leading to the Kutsky Park neighborhood being put on high alert last summer pleaded not guilty to the charges filed against him. 17-year-old Dion Mayer, who's being charged as an adult, has been in custody since his arrest on September 18th of last year and was charged with multiple felonies earlier this month. Those charges were filed after 3 sexual assaults in May, July, and September of 2012. He remains in custody on a $750,000 bond. Mayer is scheduled to make his next court appearance on May 24th. Officials in Clear Lake have begun tearing down the 500,000-gallon water tower that's been around for 64 years. Demolition on the tower began this morning and is expected to be completed by Thursday night. The Mason City Globe-Gazette reports a company has been contracted to drop the roof inside the tank and use a crane to pick up the pieces. Another company will remove 10 concrete footings. A city official says the pieces of the tower with the words Clear Lake will be saved in case the tower is later memorialized. The tower's exterior lead-based paint was peeling, and the city decided it would be more cost-effective to tear the tower down, which has been drained since April 2012.